acceptance is very important, and not just acceptance of pain and tragedy, all those things. No, even acceptance of the happiness, the joy, the good things in life, right? There comes a time where you have to cease with the delusion. You know what I mean? And I don't mean the delusion as in you are in La La Land, but the acceptance of saying this is reality and this is how my life will change. In as much as when, for example, if a company is going through a strife or there's a conflict or maybe a marriage is breaking or a home, is that you have to be steadfast. You know, I'm not one to break under pressure most of the time. It takes a lot to get me to that place where I'm shattered. I also learned that in accepting, it doesn't mean that you have to rush to making decisions that are very drastic. Because, for example, when a divorce happens, for most people, they want it dissolved right there and there without considering the painful effects it will have on others, especially when children are involved, because children are mostly the silent parties who are just watching and observing. So when they see the pulling, it affects them in a very detrimental way. So I'm always thinking, what would the Lord expect me to do? I always look at it that way. And that helps me to take time, because God is a God of time and seasons, summer, winter, and spring harvest. So acceptance, you can accept reality, and sometimes you can get the quicker than others. You can get the quicker, the one, let's say, who's going through the loss or whatever it is. But you find that those who initiated might not. And I saw it in both ways. I saw it at work, in a corporate space, and I saw it in family, to say, but I don't understand if I've accepted this reality, but how is it difficult for the other party who initiated not to? So acceptance, sometimes it can happen at different timings, So it's very important that when you get to that point of acceptance, you should not be dismayed and deceived in defaulting to the quick decisions, which can actually disrupt the life that you've built even for yourself. Because I remember at the time, I said I was just lost my finances, work. So I was not strong from a financial point of view. My life, living and surviving, not dying, was more important. It didn't mean that there was the denial. No, the acceptance was there that life has changed. But guess what? Still, you have to choose you, because it is you who has to live even after the effect.